Not all backpacks are created equal. Rock climbing, hiking, mountain biking and trekking all place extreme demands on body and equipment. Deuter backpacks combine outstanding comfort and quality for every outdoor experience. About 70 kilometers northwest of Munich, just outside the gates of the over 2,000-year-old city of Augsburg, lies Gersthofen. This town of 20,000 inhabitants is home to Deuter, a leading German backpack manufacturer that has been operating in the Augsburg area for over 110 years. Bernd Kuhlmann has worked at Deuter since 1986. He started out as a sales representative, worked his way up to product manager, and later became manager of sales. Today, he is managing director, overseeing a company with 50 employees and yearly sales in excess of 38 million euros. For Bernd Kuhlmann, backpacks are more than just a product. As an active mountain climber, he knows exactly what a good backpack needs.
Ich bin überzeugt von den Deuter Rucksäcken, weil ich die eben
I
seit
trust
über 20
Deuter backpacks
Jahren
because I've helped design them for over 20 years.
Dies auch heute
I'm
noch
still
tue, und
very
zwar
much
ganz
involved
intensiv,
in the process.
weil ich sie
I use them weekly,
trage und
and I try to
ausprobiere,
test
jedes
out
neue
every new
Modell
model myself.
selber in der Praxis zu testen.
The Deuter company was founded by Hans Deuter in 1898, making it one of the oldest backpack manufacturers in the world. Converted from a saddlery, the company began by producing bags for the Bavarian Postal Service and backpacks for the military. Later, it added camp and stable tents to its production. Deuter AG has provided beer tents for the Oktoberfest since 1920 and still does so today. Deuter's Tauern backpack was introduced in the 30s. It featured the first system for back ventilation. The simple mechanism set a new standard in the industry, and the model became an instant hit. Since the 30s, Deuter has collaborated with alpine sports professionals to test its backpacks under extreme conditions, setting its sights on constant improvement. In 1938, Anderl Heckmeyer and his team, outfitted with Deuter backpacks, were the first to climb the Eiger North Face in Switzerland. 15 years later, Hermann Buhl became the first person to solo the Nanga Parbat summit. His expedition was equipped with Deuter backpacks and tents. Most of the major innovations in the backpack market have originated from Deuter. Years of experience and constant development have made Deuter a market leader. In 1981, an independent company was established, known as Deuter Sport, to concentrate solely on backpack production. Its motto is evolution, not revolution. 1984 was a milestone for Deuter and the beginning of its market dominance. Its patented air comfort system was a completely new innovation, and it soon became the most popular back support system in the world. At the heart of the air comfort system is a flexible spring steel frame. Secured to the frame is a special mesh that forms a ventilation space between the wearer's back and backpack, allowing moist air to escape from three sides. Tests carried out at the renowned Hohenstein Institute demonstrated that athletes using the Deuter air comfort system sweat 25% less than with conventional backpack systems. This guarantees more performance with optimal comfort. Heavy loads are best carried close to the body. That's why Deuter's patented air contact system uses pads made of special hollow chamber foam covered with breathable mesh. With every movement, these two materials work together in perfect conjunction to create a virtual air pump. The added circulation translates into 15% less sweating than with standard backpacks. The shield system is characterized by its V-shaped construction. The system is designed to cover the sensitive parts of the back, offering maximum protection for the spinal cord. It became the world's first TÜV-certified backpack to incorporate integrated full-length back protection. These are only 3 of Deuter's many back support systems, each of which is designed to meet the needs of specific types of use. One of Deuter's secrets to success is its close cooperation with professional athletes, not only in practice, but also in development. Mountain bikers, climbers, and mountain athletes collaborate on new products for men and for women. Since 2005, the women's SL series has had its own development and testing group. Gerlinde Kaltenbrunner, one of the most famous female mountain climbers in the world, made significant contributions to Deuter's latest innovation.
For years, I used men's models. Back then, there were no women's products available. At Deuter, we have created packs especially for women, with narrower shoulder straps and precisely fitting waist belts. I really enjoy using our perfectly fitting backpack.
Every SL model has been developed by women for women. The series has become a worldwide success and is constantly being expanded and improved. There are SL models for every area of use, from hiking to biking and from climbing to trekking.
The time was right. The market was craving it. Our awareness, our purchasing behavior showed that we women no longer wanted to use discarded men's products. We were ready to go to the sports store and choose products made for us.
The development team is based in Gersthofen. This is also where Deuter's European Logistics Division and Repair Center is located. Deuter regards repair as part of its service, not as a warranty obligation. With a complaint quotient of 0.3%, this is not surprising. Some of the backpacks that are sent in for repairs are more than 10 years old.
They tell us stories about where they have been with their backpacks and all they have experienced together. They are reluctant to part with their backpacks, so if it's possible, we try to repair them.
In Germany, it's no longer possible to produce labor-intensive, high-quality sewn goods at competitive prices. This is why Deuter moved its backpack production to Asia several years ago. Vietnam is a country full of contrasts. Idyllic in the countryside, chaotic traffic in the cities. There are 84 million people and over 18 million scooters. Vietnam has the fastest growing economy of Southeast Asia after China. The decision to produce our backpacks in Vietnam was not a decision for a specific Asian country, but a decision for a specific company operating there, Duke Trading. Above all, it was a decision for the owner and managing director of this company, Mr. Oh. I met him about 13 or 14 years ago through a common friend. I was really impressed by his honesty and directness, and his ability to talk boldly about mistakes and problems.
I
met Mr. Bernd Kuhlmann in 1993 at the international fair ISPO. I received a very strong impression of him. I could see his enthusiasm about his product. I said that Duke would be an ideal partner for Deuter. Let's start with them in Vietnam, I thought. We established the production site together and have been growing as partners ever since. What began with 35 sewing machines has now become a highly specialized production devoted exclusively to backpacks. Just as before, Deuter products are made to the highest quality standards. Now we have 2,500 workers in 2 factories in Vietnam. Approximately 70% of the workers are women. The average age of our workers is 24 or 25. We have documents certifying that we do not use child labor. Our factory is one of the best in Ho Chi Minh. Safe and reliable jobs, above average pay, representation and health insurance coverage. These are the reasons why many of those who sew for Deuter have remained at the company for more than 10 years. Workers also have regulated working hours, set holidays, and a bonus system. More than just being good for the workers, these benefits are good for the products. To make high-quality backpacks, you need highly motivated employees. And how is a Deuter backpack made? First, product designers make sketches and discuss their ideas together. They put quality and innovation into every detail. Without their work, Deuter couldn't maintain its top position on the international market. After the sketches are finished, they are transferred to computer, where they are refined and elaborated. The designs are then sent to Vietnam via email. In Saigon, the production manager analyzes the ideas from Germany. Next, prototypes are created based on the specifications. To do this, a model constructor must skillfully cut pattern templates freehand from the designs. These pattern templates are then used to cut the fabric for the prototypes. After this step, a team of sewing workers and technicians in constant communication with designers in Gersthofen produces a prototype for serial production. Before serial production can begin, the prototype must pass a rigorous field test for functionality, durability, and comfort. In the scanning room, each of the pattern templates from the prototype is digitalized and prepared for the cutting process. During the cutting, workers make sure that as little material as possible goes to waste. Backpack construction complies with the regulations of the German TÜV.
Every year,
the manager from TÜV Germany visits us to check the entire process, including the material and sewing, and the quality bar products and the special products like the Kid Comforts. Top-rate products need first-class materials. Regular controls in independent test laboratories ensure quality. For its materials, Deuter relies on partnerships that it has built for many years. The suppliers that provide Deuter with zippers, buckles, and fabric are all leaders in their respective market segment. Some fabric sheets are cut out or punched by machine, others by hand. Although the production facility in Vietnam is equipped with the latest technology, most of the backpack production must be done by hand. 2,200 workers distributed across 32 production lines are involved in making Deuter backpacks, some of which contain as many as 221 individual parts. Each line is responsible for only one stage in the production process, and each stage is devoted to a single part of the backpack. This means, for instance, that there are production lines for waist belts, for backpack fronts, backs, caps, and for shoulder straps. We have so many products, and each product gets one pair of shoulder straps. This line is for shoulder straps only. Every backpack has different shoulder straps. For example, the Kid Comfort or the Air Contact Pro. Despite the tropical environment, there's a pleasant climate in the production hall thanks to an environmentally friendly cooling system. We have a very new and innovative cooling system in our factory. The water flows from top to bottom on the inside of that steel curtain over there. On the other side of that curtain, there are very big ventilation fans that blow the cold air through the water curtain inside the factory. The curtains inside the factory keep the cold air inside. The company-operated cafeteria serves 3 different warm meals a day, free for all employees. Besides eating, the 1-hour lunch break gives workers time to relax, to talk, or to play sports. Production at Duke is effective and quality-oriented. Before the backpacks are assembled, 2 quality control stations inspect the front, back, buckles, seams, and zippers. These intermediate inspections guarantee durability and long-term customer satisfaction. Defective parts are marked and sorted out. After checking the individual parts, we sew them together. Now production is almost complete. Before packing, each backpack goes through a final inspection where all its parts are thoroughly examined one last time. We once more control all belts, zippers, and seams. If everything's all right, we add the inside label. The finished backpacks receive a label and are packed. Last year, 1.5 million backpacks left the Deuter factory in Saigon. Up to 2 meters of zippers, 14 meters of webbing, and 3.2 square meters of nylon fabric can go into a single Deuter backpack. Today, Deuter sends its products to 45 countries worldwide. Deuter products are synonymous with the outdoors, and almost everyone who works at Deuter shares this passion. In the 70s, the company's managing director, Bernd Kuhlmann, was among the most versatile and talented mountain climbers in Germany. I was a mountaineer myself. I began climbing when I was 12, long before I started working in the backpack industry. My love for climbing and the outdoors came first, though I had a backpack with me from the beginning. In 1978, Bernd Kuhlmann was 24 and climbed Mount Everest wearing jeans. Climbing is still an important part of his life today. I need these timeouts to distance myself some from the everyday. I've been known to get up at 4 a.m. and drive to the mountains to do a tour. By 2 p.m. I'm back at work and clear-headed. This is when I can really come up with new ideas. Deuter is an outdoor specialist. The enthusiasm of its employees for outdoor sports and its collaborations with professional athletes from various fields has generated a constant flow of new ideas. In 1990, together with Andy Heckmeyer, Deuter created the first high-function biking backpack, the legendary Bike One. Around the same time he was helping Deuter, Andy was also planning the first trans-alpine tour by mountain bike from Oberstdorf to Lake Garda, now called the Heckmeyer Route. Now, Andy's son Michael has followed in his father's and grandfather's footsteps, and he works as a consultant for Deuter as well. Gerlinde Kaltenbrunner is also an active member of the Deuter development team. She climbed her first 8,000-meter peak at 23. At the age of 34, she made mountain climbing her profession. So far, she has already climbed 11 of the world's 14 mountains with altitudes of 8,000 meters or more.
I've been fascinated by mountain climbing since I was little. I really live it with all my passion. Climbing is the core focus of my life.
And the small, where you can see only the top behind, is Dalagiri 2.
This has a number of advantages. If I give a test model to a professional alpine guide, someone who is in the mountains 200 days a year, the feedback I get after a single year contains the kind of information a normal user would need 8 to 10 years to provide. Deuter, outdoor quality and innovation for over 110 years.